any expense that's going to increase money that my wife and I don't have, it's a very scary thing for my wife and I. And that's where right this moment, I can't tell you what we're going to sacrifice or what we're going to do to pay this extra. So for those that don't want it to go up, my wife and I are right there with you. But I can tell you, and Anthony can back this up on me, while I was on the board, we never learned anything from the horse's mouth. When I learned about something that didn't smell right, I had to learn about it from a second-hand source. And that's where I listened to every single homeowner that ever asked me a question, and I took it to the board. And that's where I'm not going to get into naming names or any of this stuff. But that's where I either wouldn't get an answer, and I was on the board, or I would get some kind of BS answer that I knew none of you all would want to hear. And I tried for about 6 months of that first year to go to Wanda and say, Wanda, we've got to change. Communication's got to be better. We've got to do this. We've got to do that. And I met up with her for a solid day and traveled to all the locations she went to and was asking her questions. And the sad thing is, when I left that meeting, I had more questions than answers, because anything that I suggested trying, she had some kind of cop-out, some kind of answer to put me off. And that's where I'll say with Mr. Matt, yes, we're not liking what we're hearing, but I don't feel in any way, shape, form, or fashion that he's just telling us what we want to hear. And that was something Wanda was great about, because when we had the snow, there was ladies that lived next to me, and I got out and scraped and cleaned on our road, because on River Heights Walk where we live, it stays covered in snow longer than anywhere else because of the shade. But these young ladies came out and said, oh, well, we called Wanda and she told us that somebody would be coming out to clear it. And I said, ladies, I said, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I said, she told you a bold-faced lie. I said, nobody will be out here. I said, if I don't do what I'm doing, I said, it's not going to get done. And that's where they were just shocked and amazed. So, I promise any of you that my financial shape is not so superior to any of you that I can just say, oh, well, we'll start writing a check for $295, no big deal. We're going to have to look at things and budget and change stuff. So, I'm going to have to do a lot of prayer, and those of you that have faith, I encourage you to pray about it and pray about their meeting tomorrow, because we need a higher power's intervention. And I prefer to call him God, but we need all the help we can get. So I ask you, if you didn't get an email, or if you know of somebody that's not getting email, get their email. Send it in, because they have been sending it out. One of my neighbors, they've been putting stuff on the door saying, hey, we don't have your email, can you please do it? Now, where